Hello, this is Dr. Ari Mowlavi coming from Newport Beach, California. Today's topic is high definition liposuction body scale and surgical algorithm design. I'm very excited about today's topic, everybody. I want to encourage everyone to come to Ask Dr. Mowlavi at cpsi360.com and email us and ask us all the questions that you have on your mind regarding cosmetic surgery, advances, anything, and all questions will be answered promptly. Today's topic is on introduction to high definition body scale using liposuction techniques and the surgical algorithms that we designed based on the HDL Body Scale scoring system. I'm very proud of this HDL Body Scale and scoring system that I've pioneered, and I want to give you guys a little background about why and how all of this came about. So as a Vaser trainer of surgeons across the country, as well as the Renuvium scarless skin contraction device trainer as well, I have been fortunate to be able to work with surgeons from across the country. And what happens is they come to our center of excellence and we get to show them how to use these two machines. So what we're talking about is Vaser, which is an ultrasound assisted liposuction machine, as well as the Renuvium J Plasma, which literally tightens the skin before your eyes without any cutting. And as we have been training the doctors and surgeons across the country, I get a lot of feedback sent to me, and I see what everybody's producing and creating. And so at the end of the day, what I realized is that we had an issue here. We had an issue because when you're doing high-end body contouring, you have to really recognize the fact that patients have in their soft tissues, they have the excess fat, and then they have skin redundancy. And you cannot manage the two independently. You cannot just remove all the fat. Even though Vaser ultrasound assisted liposuction allows you to comprehensively remove all the fat and even selectively remove the superficial fat so you get high definition muscle etching and highlights, you cannot just do it blindly. You have to be cognizant of the skin. In fact, all of the botched lipo jobs that I get to see and review involved skin redundancy. At the end of the day, if the skin is taut, then the contour is forgiving. So if you take a little bit more here or there or a little bit less, if the skin is taut, it's really forgiving to your results. When I sat back and I looked at what the problem was, and I had to define it, and I realized it's a balancing act. It's a tightrope act that we follow as high-end body contours. And it has to do, again, with the balance of fat and skin. And you have to balance these two. If there's a lot of skin redundancy, then you have to taper how much fat you remove. Some people refer to that as mid-def liposuctioning. And then if you're going to go all in and you're going to get high definition liposuction body contouring results, well, you better have a plan for the skin redundancy. So let's get into it now. High definition liposuction body scale, or HDL body scale, was pioneered by myself approximately 1 year ago. We've used the scale on at least 200 patients now. And what it does is it allows me to score my patients. And let's go through the details of this. And we'll try to put up some grammatics and diagrams for everybody to follow while I'm talking. But literally, my patients get scored on the HDL body scale from a 2 to a 10. And the beautiful thing about coming to my office or our center is that I guarantee all my patients a near perfect 9 or 10. So the question becomes, hey, how do I get a 7 there? How do I get an 8 there? How do I get a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2? Some of our doctors that come and train will say, well, Dr. Mowlavi, you get 7s and 8s. Well, that's easy to get to a 9 or a 10. But then the question is, how do I get a 6 or 7 or a 5 or even a 2, 3, and a 4 there? That's how the HDL body scale was born. So let's get into the nitty gritty of it. The HDL body scale scores every part of your body from a 2 to a 10 with the ultimate goal of a near perfect 9 or 10, like we've talked about. And it's based on 3 parameters: excess fat, amount of skin redundancy, and the third thing is the skin texture changes and how localized it is, or how diffuse it is. Okay, so that's the three things. Let me repeat those again: excess fat, skin redundancy, and the extent of skin texture changes. All right, so those three parameters then equate to a grade or a score. And so with the near perfect 9 or 10 in mind, we have 8s. Basically, 8s are very little skin redundancy, excellent texture, and minimal fat. 7s are minimal to moderate fat, and minimal skin redundancy, and still excellent texture overall. Once you get to the 6, now you're talking about moderate fat levels, minimal skin redundancy to moderate skin redundancy, and still pretty good texture overall. Once we get to the 5 level, now we're talking about moderate fat, moderate skin redundancy, maybe some localized areas of skin texture changes. And then when we go down to the levels of 4, we're talking about moderate to severe excess fat, moderate levels of skin redundancy, and then more focal and more extensive skin texture changes. And then we go down to the 2s and the 3s, where there's severe excess fat, moderate to severe skin redundancy, and often more diffuse skin texture changes. So once you get your score, and I score the abdomen and the front, I score the legs, and I score the back, all differentially. Even the arms can be scored in this fashion. Once you get your score, the beautiful thing about the HDL Body Scale is that it provides you a tool to follow, a surgical algorithm. It basically helps you customize your surgical design so that you consistently deliver high definition body contouring results. So let's just go through that for all the audience members. Again, let's recap. A near perfect 9 or 10 is what I'm shooting for everybody that comes through my door. If you're a 7 or an 8, what's going to happen is I can use the Vaser liposuction alone, the ultrasound assisted liposuction, to contour you to that 9 or 10. Okay? 7 or 8s are Vaser liposuction. Now, if you're in the middle group, and we'll show some diagrams for everybody, if you're in the middle group of a 5 to 7, what you're going to need now is not only you're going to do the Vaser liposuction to remove all the fat comprehensively and then selectively based on our prior video cast, but in addition to that, you need a little bit of skin tightening. And that's where the Renuvium technology comes into play. And I just want to quickly review this. I know we've covered this in other video casts, but the Renuvium J Plasma is a fusion of 2 energy technologies, including the activated helium plasma technology and the radio frequency technology, and it allows you to instantly and focally tighten the skin. It's magical because it doesn't require excisions and skin incision lines that have to heal. It's also magical because it can be administered through the same portholes that we do the liposuction with. Okay, so there you have it. 7s or 8s are Vaser liposuction alone. 5 to 7s, we can work with Vaser liposuction with simultaneous Renuvium J Plasma skin tightening. And then we get down to the 4 to 5s, which require Vaser liposuction combined with strategic skin excisions. These are skin excisions that are positioned strategically to be hidden, but because of the amount of skin redundancy or focal areas of skin texture changes, the Renuvium J Plasma can't handle those. So 4 to 5s are the ones that we're going to do strategic skin excisions. These include brachioplasty, reverse tummy tuck, a mini tuck, maybe a little medial thigh tuck, a lateral thigh, or even a buttock tuck. And finally, we have the patients that are the 2 to the 3s. The 2 to the 3 patients are a little bit far gone, so you can't really achieve 9, 10 near perfection high def results in a single surgery. What we do for them is we stage their surgery. We're talking about 2 separate surgeries, guys. They're separated 3 months apart. The very first surgery is a full tuck. What we're talking about is the total body lifts. We're talking a full tummy tuck, a lower body lift. The entire body will be tightened with skin excisions, and then we let you heal those incisions, and then you come back 3 months later, and then we use the Vaser Renuvium combination or the Vaser only to pull you up. In essence, what we're doing is we're taking a 2 to a 3 body score patient and elevating them to the range of anywhere from 6 to 8 in preparation for their final ascent to a near perfect 9 or 10. There you have it, everybody. That's how the system works. It's called the HDL Body Scale. It is what I talk about across the country when I'm on my lecture series. It is what I write about, what I publish about, and this really is the secret to our success, and it's what we train all our physicians with, and I hope the audience demands that their providers use the HDL Body Scale, because it allows for consistently high definition body contouring results. I want to thank everybody for watching this video today. I want to again remind you that you can ask any of your questions at Ask Dr. Mowlavi, that's DrMowlavi, no period in there, at cpsi360.com. Thank you very much.